Goldfish plants are really neat epiphyte that have super dark green and glossy leaves. That's one of my favorite things about them is how shiny their leaves look. We don't shine these up. They're just naturally that way due to the cuticle that covers the leaf. The cuticle helps retain a little bit of moisture, helps them be a little bit more drought tolerant. But anyway, let's get into the care instruction for these really cool plants. Now, you want these to flower. Obviously, they're known as goldfish plants because of the really neat blooms that they have going on here. And if you want them to get those flowers, you're going to have to give them very bright light, okay? Very nice wide view of the sky, either from a south-facing window, west-facing window, or an east-facing window. A north-facing window wouldn't likely provide enough light to get these guys to flower. Now, from those three windows, south, east, and west, you're going to want to find the one with the widest, most unobstructed view of the sky. If you need more information about that, be sure to check out our lighting guide video here on YouTube. Next up, let's talk about watering, okay? So during the spring and summer months, this is when they are actively growing, and this is when they're going to be flowering the most as well. During those months, well, those warmer months of the year, we like to let them dry out about 25% between watering. Now in the winter time, there's not as much available hours of daylight, so we want to let them dry out a little bit longer. We let them dry out closer to 50% between watering during those months. Now, when you do water them, you want to give it a thorough saturation. Doesn't matter if it's spring and summer months or the winter months, every time the plant is ready to be watered, it's a full and thorough soak. For fertilizer, we like to use a 10-30-10 for our fertilizing. That's going to help them flower, especially throughout their flowering season, which is spring through summer months again. And you can use like a general purpose fertilizer. That's going to be perfectly fine as well. Just don't expect as many flowers on your plant. You're going to want to repot these plants about every 2 years or when the roots are coming out of the bottom drainage holes here. For soil, I like to use 1 part houseplant soil mixed in with 1 part cactus soil. They like to retain a little bit of moisture, but should be quite free draining as well. And of course, always have drainage in your pot. But that's going to do it for the care instructions for the goldfish plant. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.